Hi students, this is Shivakrishna, working as a assistant professor in Civil Engineering Department at Anurag Engineering College. Today I am explaining the subject of solid waste management. In this solid waste management, there are 5 units. We are coming to the first unit, that is introduction to solid waste and how to use the solid waste and what are the types of solid waste and how to sources of that particular solid waste and what are the characteristics we are using that solid waste and what are the perspective in which type of point of view we are using that solid waste and coming to properties of solid waste. Sampling means we are collecting the solid waste in the different ways, so which type of method used for collecting that sampling and elements of the solid waste management. Elements means what type of treatment you have to use for reducing the solid waste and how to integrate that properties and how to use the different types of procedures and what are the rules we have to framing for minimizing the solid waste and in which year the framing of that rules should be followed in the country. So this type of all we are discuss in this first unit. So coming to the definition and what is the solid waste? Solid waste, it is a inert material. It is coming from various sources, that is residential, commercial, institutional, industrial, and hazardous, and so many types. And in these so many classifications are there, like rubbish, garbage, refuse, and sludge. This type of formation that is depending upon the percentage of ions present in that particular matter. And coming to that properties of the solid waste, first of all, you have to find out the what type of properties you have to implement on that particular solid waste. The properties of the solid waste are it is very essential for determining the solid waste and how it should be managed. Like we are collecting the solid waste and we are transporting the solid waste in one place to another place, and what type of process you have to using to collect the samples and treatment. In the so many types of treatments are there, like incineration, pyrolysis, and composting, and like any chemical treatment. So much of treatments are there. What type of treatment you have to use for regulating that waste, and what is the disposal? Disposal means you have to use the any landfilling situation. Is there that type of disposal? What type of disposal you have to use in that particular treatment process? These properties, it is generally classified into three categories. That is one of the physical characteristics, chemical, and biological. Here physical properties, it is plays a very important crucial role in that particular solid waste. Why? Because it is a combination of solid. So in that solid you have to have one particular physical state. So in that situation you have to particular size and volume and density. So much of physical properties are there. So in this situation it should be very high, it should be very disturbance to users, and it should be very nuisance to the surrounding people and surrounding areas. So in these physical properties, mainly we are focusing so much of types of physical properties, some as listed in that below. What is that? First one, I have to discuss about the bulk density and moisture content, calorific value, combustibility, degradability, and toxicity. These are the very important physical properties in this solid waste. First of all, you have to coming the bulk density. Bulking means it is a very high volume, and density means it should be applicable to what is that mass by volume. So how much volume it should be present in that particular area, and how much weight it should be, the total particular of the solid waste, what is the weight of that particular material. This both combinations you have to find out the density. And here two types of density we are differentiate, that is the one is the bulk density, and second one is the compacted density. Coming to the bulk density, in this, air wire should be present in that particular matter, that is called bulk density. And without air bubbles or air wires should not present in that particular matter, that is called compacted density. So here bulk density, it is a very important for transportation and landfill capacity planning. We have to know about the density point of view. How to use that transportation, is it manual or we using any equipment, that should be totally depending upon the density only. And land filling capacity also, why? Because so much of volume is there, we have to fill out the particular land, and we have to level the particular filling material, we have to use that particular situation. And coming to the moisture content, one particular solid waste have some particular moisture content, that should be only how to represent the, it is that material, it should be decomposed or not. High moisture content it should have present in that particular solid waste, it should be reduce the calorific value. This calorific value, it should be depending upon the temperature. It should be the moisture of that particular solid waste, it should be increased. In the situation, the temperature of that particular solid waste should be reduced. So in this situation, the calorific value of that particular solid waste, it should be reduced in that particular matter. Uh, why? Because here moisture content should be increased in the situation, increasing the weight of that particular waste also. Why? Because the water, it should be inert in that, water should be percolate in that particular matter. In the situation, the weight of that solid waste should be increased. So it should be directly, we have to say that the moisture content of the solid waste should be increased. The weight of that solid waste also increased. This is one of the very important physical phenomena. And coming to calorific value, already we are know that calorific value should be depending upon the temperature. It's determine the waste suitability for incineration. Incineration means we have to apply the temperature at the at the aerobic conditions. So in this situation, what type of temperature we have to apply on that particular waste, we have to depending upon the calorific value. Based on the temperature only, you have to getting the energy, it should be doubled. So in this situation, we have to increase the calorific value. We have to increase the temperature also. We are using that temperature, we are increasing the temperature in that particular situation, the energy recovery also increased. And the combustibility means waste combustible affects thermal treatment options. Why? Because this total waste you have to without any air voids, the burning point of the temperature, the burning point of the solid waste is very very high. Why? Because in that particular situation, air voids we should not helpful to use the temperature, and it is not suitable for any combustible nature. And degradability means rate of decomposition. Decomposition means where the moisture content it should be present in very high. In that situation, the decomposition matter is very high. Same this situation, high organic content, it implies higher biodegradability. What is the biodegradation means? Any living organism, it should be effective on the particular decomposition, that is called degradability. Toxicity nature means it is a poisonous nature. There should be hazardous elements, effect of the treatment and disposal. Now, we are applying the methods of treatment and disposal. In that situation, the toxic element should be present in that particular solid waste is very high. In the situation, we are handling or we are treating or we are disposal on that particular solid waste, it should be very harmful to that particular sweepers or particular humans. So these are the density. Already you know what is that formula, mass per unit volume. That should be represented with the combination of kg per meter cube. One particular meter cube of that volume, how much kg it should be in place on that particular scenario. This should be effect on that already discussed. What is the transportation and treatment disposal design. This total depending upon the density only. And coming to the moisture content, percentage of water in the waste by weight. What is the weight of the water should be present in that particular situation is called moisture content. That should be affected in the incineration. Incineration means we are applying the temperature. So when the moisture content should be very high in that particular matter, we are applying the more temperature on that particular situation. Why? Because it should be present in wet condition. In the situation, incineration capacity is very low. So in this situation, we have to use the efficiency of incineration is very high. And what is that main particle size and distribution? It should be influences the design of processing equipment like shredders or screens. So in that solid waste, we have to large suspended matter should be present in that particular scenario. In that situation, we have to use the screens. Why? Because in that particular scene, particle size it should be designed. One particular screen it should be represented in one particular size. So we have to use that particular square or rectangular or any triangular shape. We have to use that screen. We have to give the size of the particular matter, like examples like papers, scraps, and leaves. These are the different shapes and different size of this. We have to use the screens. We have to define that particular particle size and distribution. Porosity. Porosity means it should be voids present in that particular matter. Voids are empty spaces in that material. It should be effective on aeration. It should be important in composting and land filling. In land filling, aeration will be occurred. A small quantity of solid waste should be minimized. So we have to reduce that voids and we have to minimize that voids in that particular spaces in that particular matter. Permeability means percolation of that water molecule. In this situation, how easily gases or liquids move through the waste mass. Then, when the in that particular solid waste, the volume of water should be very high. That should be converted into leachate. Leachate means it is a decomposed water molecule. This decomposed water molecule are greater poisonous nature and a greater order nature. So in this particular matter, it should be very dangerous to nearby surrounding people. So in this situation, a leachate operation are very important to solve the problem. And color, texture, and odor. One particular decomposed solid waste, it should be very affects to the public perception, and it should be indicators of decomposition or contamination. Uh, what are the color of the fresh sewage means? We are already discussing that is yellow or brown color. When the that particular waste it should be decomposed matter in the situation, that color of the solid waste should be converted into black. So that is the difference between the colors before decomposition and after decomposition, and order also. And what is the order means? The smell of that solid waste it should be in fresh solid waste odorless, and after decomposing they should be coming of the foul gases and the foul smell. It should be represent on the particular decomposed solid waste. The next one, now coming to the properties of that density. What is the density means? Already bulk density. What is the range of the bulk density means? 100 to 300 kg per meter cube. And the compacted density means 300 to 600 kg per meter cube. Here, the difference between the loose and compacted means in this here loose stage, the air void should be present in that particular matter, but compacted stage, it should be totally minimized the air voids or any air gaps. What is the moisture content? Moisture content in that particular one solid waste, that is the 50 to 70% should be present in that particular matter. After these limits, that should be converted into decomposable material. And like papers, scraps, or any extra material that should be absorbing only 5 to 10% only. After beyond that limits, that should be definitely decomposed to the total waste. And coming to the chemical properties, here chemical properties it should be completely linked with the chemicals only. Here we have to determine the uh, volatile matter in that particular situation. Volatile means it should be floating matter that will be occurred in that particular solid waste. And carbon content and ash content, these all are only related to the chemical components. And this is the proximate analysis. What is the difference between proximate and ultimate analysis means? Here proximate analysis, it is the lightweight material study about the lightweight materials. And ultimate analysis means here the involvement of the heavy metals like oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur. This type of chemicals are very dangerous to who are observing or perspecting that particular matter. These are the chemical properties like pH, chemical composition, and biological means biodegradability and presence of pathogens, rate of decomposition, and microbial activity. This type of biodegradable means they should be there solid waste easily containing the organic matter. It should be break down by microorganisms. And pathogens means like bacteria, viruses. It is present in that particular matter. That is called pathogens. It should be very effective to the public health and sanitation materials. And rate of decomposition, that should be moisture content should be plays a important role in the decomposition point of view. And microbial activity should be the taking the some of the oxygen levels and the growth of bacteria, it should be very high. In that situation, some of the new viruses and some of the new bacteria should be produced on that particular matter. These are the total classification like municipal, industrial. This type of every source, this type of three categories are very important role plays on that particular solid waste. Okay, thank you guys.